What up, guys? I am Weed, and Steam sucks. In case you didn't already know, Steam has kind of been on its way down the shitter for a while, and I think there's nothing that really accentuates that more than the current Steam Bash sale. I don't really know what it is. Celebrating your favorite hack and slashers, spectacle fighters, and more with discounts, demos, and upcoming releases. So first off, there's maybe a handful of good games on here that are on sale, but that's not exactly what we're here to talk about. What we are really here to talk about is just the amount of sex and hentai games that continue to show up even in Steam's like featured sales. So if you go to character action games, which would be like Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Rising, those types of games, there's plenty of different hentai games that showed up. It looks like there are less than there were last night when I first pulled this up. But yeah, okay, so we have Hentai Demon. Perfect. Yep, this is a good one. Whatever that is. Let's just take a look here. Because I remember at a time where Steam wouldn't upload just basically porn video games, but it's gotten to the point now where even in your Steam, like the photos of the game that you're selling are allowed to just, I guess, straight up show pornography. Like, let's see what this game is. So this is basically a naked chick. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, that's probably gonna have to blur that. Pretty close to being naked. Just shooting shit, I guess. It's one of these like super cheap your character's basically nude shooters. There was one yesterday that was literally on like the front page of character action games, and I shit you not, it was called Hot Sauna, I think. I'm gonna pull it up here in a second. Yeah, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna have to blur the shit out of this immediately. But yes, so this game, what little I can actually show you, this was literally on the front page of this Bash sale. Yep, gonna have to blur that. Gonna have to blur that. Gotta blur that. Literally, look at this. What little I can show you of this, this is clearly just porn. And here's my thing, right? I'm not against having pornographic games. Like, there are games out there for literally any kind of audience. Like, you know, you have your super gory fighting games, you have your action games, you have your porn games, you have your dating sim games. I don't want to come across the wrong way. I don't care that there are games out there that are just basically porn. They're on adult websites, they're on Steam clearly, and I'm not even against them being on Steam. But the issue is when Steam just allows these terrible games that just also happen to be porn games on Steam to be sold for like more money than they're worth. And I guess you could refund them almost every time you buy them, but the only restriction that Steam has, and it doesn't even show up on most porn games, is when they ask your age before you can actually see any information on the game. One, anybody who can use a computer can just put in the wrong age and see it. And two, they shouldn't allow uncensored images or videos of games to be shown like this. They should either have to be directed to, let's say, the video game publisher's website in order to see stuff like that, or at least censor the images if they're going to include any type of pornographic imagery. Because I can understand to an extent that you're like, oh, before I buy this game, I want to actually make sure that there's tits in it or whatever, which I can understand that you know, oh, I want to see if this first person shooter shoots guns. All right, let me watch a video. Okay, you shoot things, it looks good, let me play it. So from that perspective, I can understand why you would want to see it, because there's definitely a lot of games on here that are straight up scams, and that's just outside of pornographic games either. There are just plenty of scam games on Steam, and they don't even regulate them to any extent. But there's also a lot of like scam pornographic games that lead it on to seem like there will be nudity in the game, and then there just isn't. So they basically, you play enough of the game before you realize there is no pornography, and then by then it's usually too late to actually return the game. Now I see Steam must have gotten some complaints, or they must have realized, because when I was looking at this late last night, and by late I mean like probably midnight or so, like very soon after this sale started, almost every one of these was just porn. Like we have this game, Your Sword is So Big, mostly negative. It's normally $1 and now it's 50 cents. What are you expecting to get for $1? Like, it's literally just a mostly naked chick. You probably have like one attack move, and I can't imagine there's anything to this game at all. Yeah, like there are so many games like this. Yeah, no nudity. First off, you probably could have figured that out from the screenshots, but is a big emotional fantasy game, detailed appearance of the character and deep combat system and sensual animations will not get you bored. And the beauty of the local castles and landscapes takes your breath away. See, and I have some videos of me playing basically just hentai games because I think they're really funny. And I like to also see how terribly they're made. It takes a lot of effort to censor all of those games when I'm playing them, but they are really funny, so that's why I do them. I've had 2 of them in the past. I do want to do more in the future. I've actually bought an entire like group of hentai games that Steam has, all by like the same developer. Like some of the, whatever this game is, depending on who publishes it, like this could actually be a good game. It also doesn't seem to indicate any type of pornography, which I will say is also part of the issue too. When you have so many games that, like, if you look at this by glance, you probably assume, oh, this is definitely some sort of like porn hentai game. And it very well could be. I have no idea. I literally just clicked on the link. But in the situation that this isn't, and it's literally just hentai girls fighting shit, and it could be a cool game. There is definitely an audience out there just for hentai girls beating the shit out of things. But now there could be this weird misleading thing where it might not sell nearly as much because there's so many games out there that just mislead you into thinking that it's porn when it's not. Or it misleads you into thinking that it's not porn when it is porn. I don't know. I think that Steam... First off, Steam has just have had a lot of issues in the recent past. Even to this day, for months now, when I go to install a game, Steam literally freezes entirely, and then it looks like it's gonna crash for like a whole minute, and then it finally goes, oh, what drive do you want to install this in? Steam, I don't understand how Steam used to be like the cutting edge of where you're going to buy your games for literally ever, and I don't know if they've just decided that because Steam is the main way that everyone buys their games and people will continue to buy games on Steam, that they just don't need to update their software further. Battle.net, Ubisoft, as much as I hate it, Riot, I haven't used, Epic Games Launcher, which does, it kind of works, kind of doesn't, EA's okay, I guess, but the fact that we're even determining that these are possibilities to buy your games from now on just indicates how poor Steam has been doing. There have been so many times where Steam got a lot of backlash because games would come out, be announced, be available to purchase on Steam, and then the Epic Games Store would buy it to be like an exclusive. You have to buy it on Epic Games, and if you bought it on Steam already, then you still get it, but it'll be exclusive on Epic Games Store for a while. And everyone had a lot of backlash on that. And why did people have backlash? Because everyone wanted to use Steam. Most people still use Steam for most of their games. Like, if you look at my library, not my downloads, I have so many different things here. Literally, probably 99% of the games I own on PC are on Steam. Like, I do everything here, but the issue is, like, look, the way that Steam even has all of this organized, it's so old. Like, and this, I hate this view. Like, literally, it's just a list, which is fine. It does the trick, but the fact that there's not even other options for viewing your games, and it's been like this since I've been using Steam for, like, what, 10, 15 years now, is ridiculous. Like, just Steam has been less than stellar for the last while. And when I was talking to my buddy Adam, also known as Gripped with Fear, on pretty much all of his platforms, including Twitch. He's a Twitch streamer. We were talking just last night about how Steam not only has sucked for the last while, but how this Bash, I guess, sale, quote unquote, is just kind of like a perfect indicator of Steam just like cobbling together nothing and then trying to make it seem like there's some sort of event happening by putting almost no games worth anything on sale, besides maybe you saw like the 10 good, decent games. And I mean, it could also be part of our problem because we own probably most of them, if not all of them, that go on sale all the time. I don't know, we just... And it's also just part of the gaming industry issue too. There's really not that many games that have come out or are coming out that I've been excited for or have wanted to play or have been waiting for. The last notable game I remember being excited to come out was Deathloop. And that came out, I think, over a year ago now, or about a year ago. So I don't know. I guess I just wanted to do a quick ramble about Steam and how it sucked. I'm working on other bigger videos, so I just wanted to put a quick one up there. But yeah, Steam has sucked for a while, and our Lord and Savior Gabe Newell has been failing us for probably over a decade now, and I don't know if they'll ever return. So hopefully Steam starts to figure their shit out. Otherwise, people are going to genuinely just start using other platforms to buy their games, and the only way Steam makes any money is when people buy games on their platforms. So I don't know. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch me ramble on about shit that I care about. If you want to see more videos, definitely hit the subscribe button. I've got some cool stuff coming up soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment down the bottom and let me know what you think about Steam, because it's been a bit of a mess for a while now. Xbox Game Pass might end up just taking over as like the best way to play PC games now, because it has a incredible selection of games for like $15 a month, and I'm surprised Steam hasn't even tried to do any type of subscription service for content on Steam. But because Steam technically doesn't have the rights to any of them, I don't know. That's a conversation for another day. I won't even try to get into it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you again, and have a good one. I don't have a hat on, so here's a pretzel.